so cultured.
I'm on vacation, yeah!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Mouse Vibes Mondays.
Hi guys, happy Monday. If you're new here, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Nick.
And this is Nick, and we're Mouse Vibes. And like every other Monday, or when we want and we announce it, we do a live stream. We have a lot of fun with everybody.
Right? It's been like every couple weeks, but if you guys haven't been here before, welcome. Thank you so much. And I feel like even though we've been doing these lives for the last couple of years, like on and off, we're still so awkward when we do the intro every time. Like, hey guys.
No, you guys, literally like 30 seconds before we went live, like I have my phone text this big and I have my computer zoomed into 150, don't judge me. And I was just like, the chat's not big enough. So Nick put it down to like 50% and I started panicking. I was like, I can't see. So
we got it there.
Yeah,
Ashley's
we
screen is literally one letter at a time, so we'll get there.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, we're stoked. We're gonna have a really fun night tonight. We're gonna be talking about a bunch of theme park stuff, mostly Universal Studios 60th anniversary, all the prep going on for that. Disney Channel night, which looked pretty epic.
It did.
And we're gonna talk obviously about Avatar. It's in the thumbnail and the title. We're gonna talk about Avatar coming to Disneyland.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. Obviously, if you guys know me, I'm very passionate about this subject, and I'm also very conflicted. So I'm excited to get your guys' thoughts on everything. If you haven't liked this live, go ahead and give it a like. But if not, that's totally okay.
Love it. Nailed it. Let's say what's up to everyone.
What's up? Let's hit the chat. What's up, Sav? Oh, sorry. Finally getting to catch a live, y'all, is going to make my day.
Oh, thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Are you serving tapas? Love me some mouse. Oh my God, you guys.
Yes.
I don't know if you follow my personal Instagram, but I just posted a little video of the chicken parm that I made. I got this amazing chicken parm recipe like 3 months ago online, and it has changed our lives. And we have it like once a week, and it is popping. It is so easy and so good. So we had chicken parm for dinner. No tapas tonight, but we had tapas yesterday.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah,
Ashley
really
made a charcuterie for us to watch the Oscars that we couldn't stream.
Yeah. The Oscars, our illegal Oscars stream worked for like 30 seconds, and then we were like, we gave up. So
all good.
Yeah, sorry.
But we'll talk about some of the movies that we watched in there. There's a ton of good stuff that we're streaming right now.
It was just all Oppenheimer and Lost things, little things. 2 movies I have no interest in seeing. That's what
I know. When did like that start happening where you just like don't really watch any of the movies that get nominated?
I just like I'm well aware everybody feels differently, but Oppenheimer, like you couldn't pay me to watch that. It looks so boring. Like I don't care about the atomic bomb or Cillian Murphy, I said it right, I think.
Yeah.
Cillian Gillian.
It's a Christopher Nolan movie. You have to go check it. I get it. All right.
Gina, woohoo! Happy Mouse Vibes Mondays, best day of the week. Yes.
What's up, Gina? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Jordy, what's Happy Mouse Vibes Monday? Period.
Thanks, Jordy. Love that.
Vibe Tribe in the house.
Okay, what's up, Juan and Selena?
I hope you all are doing good. I saw your recent Patreon. Sometimes change is good.
Aww.
Thank you.
Thanks, Megan. Appreciate that.
Yeah, a lot of changes going on in my life, and it's very overwhelming, and it's put me into a little bit of a 2-week depressive episode, but I'm trying.
The household has been fun.
I would be me if I'm not overly honest and TMI. So it's been a rough 2 weeks, but it's okay. Random Recess. Happy Mouse Vibes Monday. What up, Nick and Ash? We hope you all are both doing better after these crazy few weeks. Love you guys.
You guys are some real ones. Thank you, Kristen Abed. Appreciate you so much. You guys are the best.
Got a super chat from Rudio.
Yeah. Thanks, Rudio.
Yeet. And happiest of all birthdays to mother effing guy, Nicholas Roa.
Thanks, Rudio. Appreciate it. Did you say eat? You have to say like this. You have to go,
yeet. You guys, Nick's birthday is on Thursday, so this is also his birthday live stream. His birthday's on Thursday. How do you we ain't no spring chicken.
I feel like every year it sneaks up on me. I'm like, what the heck? Wasn't it just Christmas? Didn't we just go on Icon? Gosh.
Every time I don't think I'm old. Like I feel like I just don't think I'm that old, but then when I like say my age, I'm like, oh my God, like I remember when I was like 21 and someone would say my age and I'd be like, God, you're grandma.
Right?
And right now I'm like, I'm so cool and I'm super young.
we're like cool auntie age.
We're cool auntie uncle age.
Appreciate you though, Rudio. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
man.
Rudio.
Let's go celebrate now.
Park hopping duo, what's
What
up, everyone?
up, Crystal
It was
and Nick?
so good seeing you guys at Food and Wine. I ran into them, and Nick wasn't with me because he's gonna talk about what happened. But
see, when the
Speaking
Knicks
of
get
age.
together, it's just good vibes. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was not able to attend Food and Wine opening day. Again, there's nothing more humbling when you get to like a certain birthday and then you throw your back out. So like, I was editing a video last week, totally sneezed and threw my back out. Couldn't walk for like a day. And then Ashley was hitting up friends all over Los Angeles, like, what should you do in a situation? We were Googling stuff. WebMD is like the devil in that situation. But I tried acupuncture for the first time, and that was just like a whole situation. It worked out well for me. I left walking, standing up straight. So I don't know. It was a whole new experience.
You're downplaying, you guys. Like, when I tell you, I get home and I called him on my way home and he sounded weird, but like, I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I get home and this man is face down on the floor, can't move. And I'm like, oh my God. Elliot's like panicked, crying, freaking out. Neither one of us know what to do. And anytime he moves, he was like crying. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I was like, let's go to urgent care. And he's like, no, we're not going to urgent care. They're just going to give me a big pain pill and charge us 10 G's. And I'm like, okay. He couldn't walk for 3 days.
Nope.
I hit up a bunch of friends. They recommended this acupuncturist in old Filipino town by downtown LA. And we'd never done that, but we were like desperate. And it worked. And it wasn't expensive at all. And like, I don't know what, they put a bunch of needles in his butt. I'm so sorry.
And they also like cupped me. It was like a process. But dude, it was insane. So basically the cupping process is like they put these cups on there and they suck the air out of it, and supposedly it brings the inflammation to the skin, and from there it's able to like get out of your body a bit quicker. So my back was like bruised. It was completely black through my butt cheeks. TMI, I know, but it was like
if you guys
the
want
worst
to see,
pain ever.
If you guys are Patreon members or YouTube channel members, you can see the photos from his acupuncture. I debated posting them, and I'm like, they're actually kind of funny. But yeah, this poor man for 90 minutes was so vulnerable, and I was just in there taking all these photos of him. It was really fun.
And you wonder why there's an issue. You guys see this. You guys got that, right?
It was so fun. But he can walk now, but that was a dark time. Happy birthday, Nat.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you guys. That's so cool.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris. What's up, man?
What up, Ryan?
Thank you, Ryan, for being here, buddy.
What up, Drew?
Ready?
Elizabeth. Hi, Ashley. Hi.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Happy Mouse Says Mondays. Happy birthday, Nick. Yes.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Happy birthday, my Pisces brother.
I know, right? We're about to celebrate Buffalo Juice all night.
Happy Monday, friends. Have you hit the like button? We have 64 people watching and 33 likes. If you guys want to give us a birthday like.
Man, just hitting the birthday card?
I feel so
12 minutes in?
So YouTuber, you know, like when you watch TikTok livers and they're like, I need to do this to get 50 cupcakes. That's how I feel right now.
How many cupcakes can you get?
We need 75 cupcakes.
My birthday's on pie day. We want pie.
MB, what's Gucci?
What's up, man? Thanks for being here.
Y'all, it has been a week. What's up, Vibe Tribe? Girl, who you telling?
Krista, I've been like, your social, you've been having a week. You've been doing things. You've been out there.
Yeah. Carson, what up, what up? Hey.
Hey, Carson. Also out there. We're going to talk a little bit about Disney Channel night. Carson, I want to hear your thoughts on it in a little bit. We'll get to it.
The Quiet Inside. Hi, guys.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for being here.
Happy Maffa's Monday and happy 10th birthday to Elliot. Yes, Elliot just turned 10, you guys. I can't believe he's double. My little baby.
I know.
Hope he's living his best life. Happy birthday for Thursday, Nick. Doing anything to celebrate.
Thank you so much. That's so cool. Thank you so much for that. Elliot turning 10. We'll unpack that first. I don't know. I just felt like kind of emotional. He's getting old.
Me too. Yeah, freaking
getting old. 10. I thought we completely skipped a year. I've been saying he's 8 for 3 years.
Well, we adopted him at 7. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I know most people adopt puppies because they want a lifelong, like, 15 years, but older dogs need love too. Yep. And I'm not trying to have a puppy. Might as well have a child. So our little man's 10.
He's good enough, all right. And then for my birthday, what are we doing?
Oh my God, you guys. So Thursday, we're kicking it old school and we're going to Disneyland for Nick's birthday. It's the first time we've been to Disneyland for his birthday in 5 years. It's crazy.
I love it. Can't wait.
Yeah, and we're gonna shoot a video from Disneyland. It's gonna be super fun. But it's gonna be all about Nick and having fun and having a birthday.
It's gonna be fun. Happiest place on earth, birthday. Love it.
Yeah, and we're gonna dine at what was it? Craftsman Grill.
Craftsman
Yeah,
Grill.
it's gonna be good. It's
That's
gonna
my
be like
spot.
old school vibes, like what we used to do like 3 years ago before we got like super slam. So we're pumped. We got a super chat from Park Hopping Duo.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Yeah.
We salute you. Showing.
Barbie Cerna, hi Nick and Ashley, happy early birthday, Nick. Yay.
Thank you, Barbie.
Oh my god, that's
Love
so
that.
nice.
Thank you guys. The love on my
So much
birthday.
birthday love, babe.
That's so sweet. I think we did one of these on my birthday one year. We spent a birthday.
I think we did too.
Yeah. This is way better though.
Happy birthday, Nick. Ashley, wait till you turn 60. Your mind says you're 25, but your body's telling you otherwise. Yeah,
Wow.
something that I learned, my mom's pretty young for a mom. I think my mom's like, how old is my mom? 54, 55?
Yeah.
And like my mom has stayed
54.
active her whole life. Like my mom plays tennis 3 times a week and she runs and everything, and she's very mobile, and I know that's very important. And not to add insult to injury, but that's partly why I think Nick hurt his back, because he'll be in here editing because he works so hard. He won't stretch, won't go exercise or anything, and he naturally just stays fit. I'm like, that is not fair. It's gonna catch up to you.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's catching up. It was honestly because I'm gonna blame it on genetics. It's everyone on my mom's side has that thing when you sneeze, you turn into a werewolf. You know that like really violent sneeze.
Yeah.
That was it, man.
There we go.
Are we out?
No, there we go.
Cool.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
I know that exact.
That one where
sneeze.
they're like, ah.
Yeah.
Dude, blew my back out. And so,
So
get
fun.
up, stretch. I learned the baby pose. I've been doing baby pose every morning. Another humbling thing. They're like, take these vitamins, start your day with the baby pose.
Yeah.
So, or talk infant pose.
Child's pose, baby pose.
Struck
Okay.
out 3 times. I'm pretty good at it, guys. Trust me.
Oh, happy birthday to Santiago.
Oh, that's
Yes.
what's up. Happy birthday, man. Turn 15?
That's crazy.
Wow, that's awesome.
I had no idea Avatar is going to be at Disneyland. I wonder where they're going to put it.
Boom.
We're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about that. We'll get there in just a second. I think there's some other stuff we want to get to. That's going to be like the creme de la creme tonight. To kind of dive deep into it and where it could potentially go and how these rumors started and what to expect. Should we do a pick a week? Should we talk about...
Or, no, let's talk about...
So we were talking about my back being hurt. So I was at home watching a ton of TV this last week. Full swing.
Okay, so, I
Boom.
mean, I know that this is mainly theme parks and
Yeah.
travel, but, like, we love TV, and I feel like a lot of you guys too, so we're just going to start talking a little bit more about TV. So, I'm not even a golf person, but Full Swing on Netflix is amazing. We watched the first season last year, and we were so intrigued, and we literally binged, which this man never binges TV, ever, and we binged all, like, 9 episodes in one sitting. Even if you're not a golf fan, it's just a really good series about golf and like being competitive and drama and so much stuff.
I feel like it's like the Bravo version of like what the PGA is, because like from the outside perspective, it feels like such a boring sport. It's a long day.
Yeah.
You don't think it's so they put like the most tense moments into like a 30-minute edit.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, this is really impactful. But the cinematography, everything that they're doing on it's really fun. If you have like a free 12 hours, go check it out.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Besides that, we also checked out a movie on, was it Amazon Prime?
On Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, we recommend Ricky Stenicki on Amazon Prime. Listen, I've never like seen a movie with John Cena in it. I've always thought he was kind of corny, but like he carried this movie. Obviously, we watched it immediately because Zac Efron,
Right.
like stand forever. But it was so funny. Like it was stupid. It made no sense. It was like, this would never happen, but it was so freaking funny. Like, you guys should watch it if you have Amazon Prime. We were dying. Like, it was really good.
I'm just going to say that John Cena, he's amazing. He was actually so talented in it.
He was, I've always known John Cena from, what are the Nikki twins? What are they? The Bella twins. I loved the Bella twins Eve show. Like I loved it, and I saw that whole thing with Nikki Bella and John Cena go down. I always thought he was kind of a douche, and I was like, screw this guy. I don't want to watch any of his movies. But like this was actually, I wouldn't have watched a John Cena movie unless Zac Efron was in it. That's the only reason it got my vote. But he was very, very cool in it, and he was funny.
Yeah, before I felt like he was like who's the other guy? Channing Tatum. I felt like they were that type of guy, like kind of like a buff guy who feels better in like a comic role of being like the dunce. But in this movie, he brought his acting chops. John Cena, man, brains, muscle, really good actor.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, he was really good. I liked it. It was fun. You guys should watch it.
More birthday love. Thank you so much, Marlene. Appreciate you. And from Susan as well. That's so cool, guys. Thank you. I love this one from Random Recess. John Cena's everything. The Rock.
Yeah. He's always just been like corny to me. I'm like, why? Like, what is he doing? You know what I mean?
John Cena
Yeah.
being the champ.
But he was good in that movie. So you guys should watch it. It was really fun.
It's really fun. Okay, what else do you want to talk about, Ash?
Oh no, we weren't.
You can
What
get
we
into
watched
it.
last night. Can I say it? Oh no.
No.
Oh,
Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about what you have going on this week on Wednesday.
oh my god, you guys. Okay, I'm not trying to be braggadocious when I say this.
I'm gonna turn the air on while you're doing
But so you guys know I'm a huge Justin Timberlake fan. Like I would say arguably the biggest in the world. And on Wednesday I'm gonna go see him at the Wiltern for his like one-off LA show for his album release. And I'm so excited. I'm like so like anxious about it that I'm just like freaking out. Like I can't believe the time has come, but I'm so pumped. I don't know how many of you guys are in Los Angeles or if you're going, but I'll be there with my best friend Tara, and I literally am over the moon. I hate the Wiltern. It's like arguably one of the worst venues ever, but it's still going to be awesome. And I need to wear platform shoes because I won't be able to see. It's going to be really good. And I have the strongest feeling, like I want to bet money right now. I have the strongest feeling NSYNC's coming out. I just have a feeling. There's Paradise featuring NSYNC on Justin's new album that comes out this Friday, and a lot of them are local, and I just have a feeling that because it's LA that they're going to come out. If they do, like, I don't even...
If Ashley is not at the next Mouse Vibes Monday, NSYNC came out. She's gone. She's gone, guys.
If you don't understand, like, if NSYNC comes out with Justin, like, I will vomit. Like, I'll die. I will die. So anyway, that's what I have going.
What happened, Ash? NSYNC came out at the Wiltern and she just died.
I'm like, low-key glad you're not coming because I don't even want you to like see me like that.
Have your moment.
Yeah, I'm just like,
have your moment.
Yeah,
have it.
so
That's too good.
Oh God.
Here we go from Nicole.
Haven't been able to join in a while, but wanted to say I've been loving all the recent content. Your excitement for travel is so infectious. Can't wait to see what the future holds for your channel.
Wow, that's a great comment. Thank you
so much. You guys are so sweet. It's so funny. Like we just put out another Madrid video, and it like bombed, but I thought it was so much fun. Like if you ever go to Madrid, save that video because the food we ate was magnificent. But I love the direction that the channel's going into. Like I love covering theme parks, but like I'm like so proud of looking back on our content and seeing like how diverse it is. You know what I mean? And all the different places that we've been, the local places that we've been, and a cruise now. Like, so thank you a lot, Nicole. That comment means a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much. I feel like that's kind of like the direction we've always thought, you know, to do more than one thing, but you start making videos and I don't know. I feel like a couple of years into it, I was like really passionate about theme parks and doing stuff, and it just, our interest grew, and it's cool that we now get to like look back on it and those like achievements.
Totally.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think like not to bring up the big C, but I think COVID taught both Nick and I like time is precious and you never know what's going to happen. So like if you want to go somewhere, go. And that's what we've been trying to do. So it's been really exciting.
If you want to watch the journey, it starts basically from Joshua Tree in a tiny house showering in the dirt to trips to Europe. So
showering in a dirt barn with no door to Europe. So diversity.
Yeah. Thank you, Nicole. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Hi, Ashley and Nick. Happy birthday, Nick.
Aww,
I can't hear a thing right now. Hubby and I are having Korean barbecue.
I love that.
Yes, I love Korean barbecue.
If you're doing a little bit of both, double dipping Korean barbecue with us, that's awesome.
Oh, and Ashley isn't sad about. Okay, so you guys. Okay, so I was like 100%. If you guys are Bravo people, long story short, Jackson Brittany, Bayer Cheese Brittany from Vanderpump Rules have a new show called The Valley. I was protesting and I was like, I'm absolutely not going to watch it. And then a brand new trailer hit today and I'm absolutely going to watch it because I don't like them and I can't wait to see them in despair. Ah!
Just when you think you're out, they just bring you right back in, don't they?
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to watch it, whatever. I was against it. And we live in the Valley, so it's like, I don't want them to be like representatives of where I live, but I'm gonna watch it. So,
Like, that's the thing that gave the Valley the bad name.
and also, like, listen, I know
Well,
I'm really opinionated right now. Sorry, I'm fired up, but love Pink Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
I'm not sad about what happened to Jackson Brittany. He cheated on her a bazillion times. He stole stuff on trips. He treated her like crap, and then she took him back. Like, they deserve each other.
Period.
Girl, come on. Come on. The Quiet Inside.
Oh,
Wait,
shoot.
what? I've been so out of the loop. I had no idea he was performing there. It's going to be amazing. I know.
I can't believe that when she told me, like, get out of town. I thought he wasn't doing anything. It's been really quiet, so
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yvette, happy Mouse's Monday. Happy birthday, Nick and Ellie.
Aw,
Yes.
thank you.
Look at their little doo-doos in the pictures.
I love that.
Cute. Oh, everybody's so
Aw, all the
sweet.
dogs.
Have the best time ever, Ashley. I remember all the Justin photos from Bop Magazine that I had. Oh my God.
Yes.
You guys, so in COVID, my dad called me and he's like, yo, you need to drive to Temecula and you need to take all this crap out of my garage. We're renovating the house. And I'm like, well, what crap is it? And it was like hordes of NSYNC stuff. So I drove my ass down to Temecula and I brought back 6 boxes of NSYNC memorabilia. And then Nick was like, you should throw it away. And I was like, I can't throw it away. And it is, do you guys remember the binders with the clear sleeves? It is like 8 to 10 binders of perfect magazine cutouts of NSYNC. Like, and I used to have like trading parties after I'd get my allowance and we'd like rip them perfectly and we'd trade. And I'd be like, I'll take Lance and then you can take AJ because I don't like the Backstreet Boys. And then we would like trade. Like, did anybody else do this?
I'll tell you from my perspective, bringing home those boxes was the last day that Ashley and I shared a closet. That was the last day. It's like, dang it. I got to dress over in the other room? What the heck?
Oh my gosh, thanks, Sheena.
Appreciate you.
If you guys want to follow my NSYNC journey, follow me on my personal Instagram, Ashley Hollaback.
I can push that for a second.
Because if you
there,
think
yeah.
I'm annoying now, wait till Wednesday. Woo! It's going to be great.
And that's just how she is, guys. There's nothing
Yeah,
happening.
it's like, it's not, that's just me on a Wednesday. I loved the Madrid video.
Thank
Yay!
you.
That was
Gina, you're
such
the
a fun
best.
day. I know you guys are the best. I've said this so many times. I love following you on Instagram because I love seeing. I don't know your son's name, but Maddie and your son's little adventures.
They're really cute.
They're so cute. John Cena used to be so whatever and a jerk. If you saw, yes, Total Bellas. He was such a jerk. He made her sign a contract. I think he worked on himself and is better. Yeah, like here's the thing. Everybody can work on themselves and become a better person.
That's true.
And it seems like John Cena did that.
Or he's making everyone sign those contracts and our lips are sealed. Either or, though. Smart guy.
Yes, hubby and I love your content. We remember when you both starting out. Oh, you guys are so sweet.
I feel like that's like the best thing is like so many people in this chat have been following us on this journey when there's like 2 people in here. So it means so much.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Like, what do we talk about?
Gosh, that was crazy.
Life.
Just life. What's good, fam? Just got done watching the Suns beat the Cavs downtown. Drinking some Cadillac margaritas, making carne asada, and watching your stream. That sounds like the best night ever.
Okay. Ben is a legend, and when he ever comes in the chat, he mentions Arizona sports and a drink every single
time.
It's the combination of both, so respect, man. I love that. Good for the Suns. What rides would they bring to Avatar Land? That's a good question, and I think should we go into it now? No, we should wait a little bit.
We should wait. That's like the top.
We'll talk about it in a little bit, Ben. I don't mean to put you off, but it's
yeah.
We gotta build it. We have like a whole presentation.
We have a lot. Happy birthday, Roach.
Oh! The deep cut from Carrie Bear has to hit my hand.
I love how. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Carrie Bear. Thank you.
The trailer swayed me too. The first promo. Girl, Allie, right? The first promo, I was like, immediately, no, disgusting. Turn it off. And then once I saw the new trailer, I was like,
yeah,
I'm intrigued. It was old school. Do you guys remember when she found the voicemail or whatever from Jax and she was like, Ron Hale, and she was all drunk at like James' apartment? It gave me those vibes. And that's what you want out of reality television.
Right. I feel like the first ad too was like such a choreographed thing. It was like mowing the lawn and stuff.
Yeah. And she was like, go mow that lawn. I'm like, I don't care. Like, give me the drama. Like, I want Jax back on los drogas, cheating.
Whoa, I mean,
I know that's really bad.
this is still a person. I don't want anyone.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm praying to the Ticketmaster gods I get last minute ticket for JT on Wednesday. I was fully prepared to camp on the street. Nicole,
What do you do in that situation? You're Nicole. What do you do?
You camp on the street.
Camp on the street.
I'm wondering like how early I should get there. If I should bring a tent, if I should bring a chair. I don't know exactly how long my makeup will last outside. I'm just not sure.
We should do a makeup watch 24
Shut
hours.
up. I hate you. Call party of 5. Woo! Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for being here. You guys look like you had a great time at Boysenberry Fest, by the way. That was cool.
I didn't trade, but I also had binders filled with cutouts. Yes.
That's what's up. I love that. She's playing for keeps. She's like, I like this.
Hi, y'all. Just got back from our spring Disneyland trip.
Oh.
Literally missed you guys by a day. No.
No.
Hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, you guys probably had the best time ever. It's Disneyland, right?
Wait, Emmett. Is Emmett from Twilight or is that his real name? I need to know. Is that from Twilight? I feel like a bad Twilight fan for not knowing that.
Yeah, I can't believe you don't know this.
I'm late to the party, but happy birthday, Nick.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Hi, Nick and Ashley. Love that y'all are back on Mouse Size Monday because I missed them.
Aw, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're stoked to be doing it again. I felt like you kind of get in a rut of doing it and then falling off, and feel like the outlook, moving into the new year was just to have fun with it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We used to put like so much into it, and I feel like even though we still are, it's just a different vibe.
Yeah. Thoughts on Beverly Hills finale? First off,
I love that.
I love Dorit. The little thing is not happening. Here's my little 10-cent recap of Beverly Hills finale. I feel like, Kyle, she says a lot about her family, but it's all surface level. Like, I saw my kid graduate from kindergarten and then high school. Okay, you didn't get to the nitty gritty. Like, who cares? Sutton, I thought the dig from Kyle to Sutton was really, really good. And when she went, remember that part? That was so funny. Garcelle just needs to admit that she hates Dorit. Like, she just hates her. Anything Dorit does, she hates. And Dorit needs to take some accountability. Anne-Marie, get off my screen. You are so boring. What do you think?
Yeah. I want a shake up. I want a new cast. I'm not interested in following anyone.
I don't get why Kathy Hilton's coming out either. Like, why? Like, why is she coming out this week?
We'll find out this week.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Nick. What is your go-to birthday drink? Frick. What is my go-to birthday drink? I don't know. A beer. I think for this one I want to do like a rum cocktail, something that's like Caribbean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spring break, something along that.
Okay, Emmett, no. Gina, I was wondering if you
though.
named your son from Twilight. I was like, Emmett, that's your son's name. Did you name him from Twilight? And I think, like, if you named your son based off of Twilight, like, we're best friends and I'm flying to you. That's amazing.
That's amazing.
That's all I was asking.
That's a
Because I
deep
was
cut.
like, what's your son's name? She said Emmett. I was like, did she name her son off of a Twilight character?
That's a good one.
Oh my God. I love it.
And if not, it's just a great solid name.
Either way,
name.
Emmett's a strong name. Because
Yeah.
I've always wondered what your son's name was. But, do you still have that darn leak?
You know what's weird is they came to check on it like right before it started raining here in LA 2 weeks ago. No leak, but they didn't do any work on the inside, which I should probably get back to them.
Yeah, we don't know if the rain season's over yet. And I think once like the rain season concludes for 2024, then they're gonna come.
Is there a rain season? It just feels like in LA there's no rhyme or reason. Like this time last year was like 1,000 degrees.
I know, it makes no sense.
I don't know what to pack. I bring sunglasses and sunscreen everywhere.
Global warming.
Yeah.
Ben, did you ever watch The Traitors? I loved it. Huge fan. No, but I feel like I do because like everybody talks about it and like Twitter is like freaking out about The Traitors. I think people asked last live and I still don't know what it is.
The marketing on it's genius. I need to do it. It's like the first thing that gets fed to us on Peacock. That's what it's on, right?
Every time, yeah. I know our girl Phaedra's in it.
Oh, our girl.
Our girl. I love Phaedra.
No biggie.
But, yeah.
We'll have to get on that, Ben, and report back to you with the drink that goes with it.
Oh my gosh.
Here you go.
Can I just say that I love, as time has progressed, Nick has become a Bravo stan.
Love it. Love it. Best TV. If you guys are actually... Anyone who's making content and trying to figure out like transitions or like storytelling techniques, watch any of those shows. The editing on it is insane.
Yeah.
So good.
Nick actually got me into Pump Rules when we first started dating. He's like, you watch Housewives? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you don't watch Pump Rules? And I'm like, what is that?
Mhm.
And we binged like a lot of it. And it was really good.
Yeah,
You got me hooked.
One of my first editing jobs, we were doing like transcoding work, digitizing stuff for Bravo. And it was the season where they were introducing the Sir restaurant, and Sheena was working there and Brandy. And it was like a whole love triangle that they like created and basically showcased. And that was the spinoff for Vanderpump. So I did both those shows.
Okay.
Yeah. It's no big deal.
It's no big deal. Happy Mouse Eyes Mondays. Happy B-Day, Nick. Nice haircut.
Hey,
Love you
Nana.
guys.
Love you. Thank you for being here. Yes. Got a haircut finally real fast.
Yes. Jaden Sonic Channel. Howdy, Mouse Vibes. Hope you're well. Got a bit excited to see my name on the end credits of the Universal vlog. I'm excited to see what Universal will do for the 60th. Yeah, it's going to be great. And yeah, thank you for becoming a channel member.
Right.
If you're a channel member and a Patreon member, you get your name in the end credits of our video. So I'm really glad that you noticed that. And thank you for becoming a channel member. And I hope that you like the bonus content.
Yeah, thank you so much. You want to know a cool thing I found out today?
Yeah.
If you go to our page on YouTube, it shows who your channel members are, and it gives them like a shout out.
Yeah.
I saw that today for the first time. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I love, like...
Technology. Like I was like, wow, that's so helpful, and it gives everyone a shout out. Like, thank you for doing that, YouTube. That's really cool. Here we go from Glory.
Just watch Ordinary Adventures vlog from the cabanas at Hideaway Beach. It looked like y'all were having the
Understatement. Best time. Yeah. I had a great time.
Someone was having a good time.
Maybe that's where I threw my back out.
We like
Who
get
knows?
there and we were like gonna make this like not serious video but like this big video, and all of a sudden ASU frat boy Nick comes out, jumps in the pool, and he's like, do you guys want some shots? And then Chris from Random Recess is like, I'll have some shots. And I'm like, you guys, it's 11.
It's
and then
the Pisces.
Like, boo! It
Well,
was so fun.
There's a thing that happens when you go to a place like that and it's an adult only thing. It was all content creators through actually one family that had no idea that was happening.
And they didn't like us.
They weren't vibing it. They're like, why are you guys filming yourself drink? Back in our day, you didn't do that. And I was like, respect. That makes a lot of sense. But we all have these like 360 poles, or maybe I just did. I don't know.
It was just you.
Just me, yeah. I had this huge pole out there. Had a great time. We have that video coming out as well, so it'd be interesting to see both perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested because at the end of the night I did the Crown's Edge, so we'll relive that together.
That's just all bananas. Like how all of that went down is just bonkers.
I love that. Here we go from Ben.
It's so good. I was not familiar with any of the Bravo people. Phaedra was so great. Little story. One time when I was in New York on a work trip, me and my coworker were in the elevator. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and we got back from just like a night with clients. And I'm in the elevator, and there's this beautiful woman, and she smelled so good. And I look over, and it's freaking Phaedra. And I literally am like, oh my God, I love Real Housewives. Oh my God. And I freaked out. I didn't want to ask for a photo because it was so late. And it was a dark elevator, but she was so lovely and so beautiful in person.
Love that.
And that's my story.
Aww. I do want to talk about something for a second. Quick little plug. We're talking about content. If anybody listens to podcasts, and more specifically Disney podcasts, go check out Magical Rewind. It is a DCOM podcast where they watch back DCOMs, and then they bring on stars or like villains of those shows to do interviews. It's so good. It's like one of my favorite things I've been listening to recently. The first couple episodes are Brink and Johnny Tsunami, so jump on.
Yeah.
It's really good.
We saw Dune 2 last night. Was a big fan of the 80s version, but Dune's a remake?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard Dune 2 is, like, insane. I have to see it. I haven't seen it yet. The first one was kind of difficult for me to get through, not because of, like, what it looked like. It was just hard to understand what was going on. So I think I'm interested to see how it... And, like, how it leaves you off, too. So, yeah. Dune 2.
Dune 2. Wondering how bad was Kitra's anxiety on that island. It wasn't that bad, actually. Like, we all addressed it when we got on the island, and then you know, I think the biggest thing is like all of us had grippy shoes. We weren't in like barefoot or anything like that. And everybody was extra careful because like everybody was careful because of Kitra's injury. And there was 2 times on the ship that I almost ate crap. Remember up by the pool? I was running like an idiot and almost died. So yeah.
We would have had to watch their video to figure out how to get her off the island.
Yeah. Roa, I love the shirt, bro. Need that in my closet.
Thanks, man. That's my boy Nick Oliver. What up, dude? Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. Parks power, baby.
Yeah. Jeff Ryan, hi. Love you guys. Oh, thank you.
That's so rad, dude. I haven't seen him forever. That's epic.
Oh, it's awesome, Nicholas. We have 80 people watching and 60 likes if you guys want to give this video a like.
Nick, come out to Disneyland. Let's hang out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gina just became a Vibe Tribe member. What's up, Gina?
Damn!
Yes, just the little emoji with the Vibe Tribe.
That's so cool. Thank you. All right, guys, that's pretty good. Should we go into our first thing, talk a little bit about Universal Studios?
Yes.
Right, perfect. Well, let's get the icon out there. It's not real. Recently, we just did a Universal Studios update, and if you haven't checked out that update, go watch it after this live. But it basically covers what's going on in the park right now. And the biggest thing that Universal is gearing up towards is the 60th anniversary for the Studio Tram Tour. Supposedly, it's supposed to start this April, run through spring through summer type of thing. But the Glamour Trams are back. A little nostalgia there. I'm excited to celebrate. We have a reason to celebrate at Universal.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I feel like the Studio Tram Tour is what makes that park so unique. Like, you can try to replicate that anywhere around the world, but it's unique here because it's an actual tram tour. And like, if you saw our new update, there's actual celebrities on the tram tour. There's like functioning studios. It's so exciting. But I'm excited for the 60th anniversary, and I know that Universal is going to crush it.
Yeah. There's just a lot to look forward to. I mean, obviously, the elephant in the room at Universal is like, when is the Fast and Furious construction going to be done? You know, it's something you can see from all vantage points. So it's cool that they're going to have a celebration on a year that seems kind of like a rebuild, in a sense. And is it still a diamond celebration if it's the 60th somewhere else? I think it is.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I've never experienced anything with the Glamour Tram. Obviously, it was before our time, but the big rumor and kind of what we talk about in that update is a potential for you to get off the tram and experience, you know, behind the scenes magic like how you would on the Glamour Tram. So that's kind of cool. You don't need a VIP ticket. It's not Halloween Horror Nights. Hopefully it'll be pretty fun. It'll
just be interesting to see like what they do, because if, you know, any theme park usually celebrates an anniversary for an entire year, and for Halloween Horror Nights, how that's going to be incorporated.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's interesting.
It is, yeah.
I'm sure there's a workaround and they're taking all of this in, or if not, we're going to unpack all of it in a couple months. So
yeah. But you guys, like, I'm so proud of Nick. Like, I feel like he's really coming to his own with these updates, and he's crushing them, and he's working really hard at them. So I'm really happy that you're enjoying them, because I feel like, you know, you take the extra time to like put some like extra care into your updates, and it, like, I don't know, I feel like it shows. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've wanted, like, Ashley and I always speak, like, in movie quotes. Like, that's just how it is. Even with all our friends, like, that's just how it is. So I felt like it was finally I had, like, the voice to put it in an edit, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Universal has so many movies we can grab from, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's like movies have always been our thing, and it's cool to, like, insert those movie clips. It's funny. One of my friends who watches the channel was like, I love your guys' edits, but the movie clips, I don't get it, but I know people like them. And I was like, honestly, it started out as something just for you and I, because we like speak in movie quotes, and then it just like turned into a style. But
it's very niche though. It's like 90s karate movies and like
Adam Sandler films.
So brush up on your 90s karate flicks.
I know,
guys.
we had Nick and I had a meeting the other night, and we were like sitting there, and this was a very serious meeting, you guys, and we're like, what movies are we missing? And we have like this whole list. Like, I want to get some Josie and the Pussycat clips in there from when what was it? Rachel Lee Cook was in it.
Rachel Lee Cook.
Just some 90s, early 2000s movies that we're missing, and obviously millennial nostalgia. But yeah. Yeah.
If anyone is into putting that on the internet and ripping a 4K version, please let me know. A lot of these things are like in the worst. You know, they just haven't been like carried over, so that like the quality's not great.
Yeah.
One day.
Funny.
One day. Here we go for Miss Sag. This is a good one.
Today's Universal update was great. Hope the glamour tram lives up to the hype. It's legit the best.
I cannot wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everything that's happening right now at Universal is just kind of peaking towards nostalgia. Like, I feel like right now they've really invested so much into new IPs, whether it's like the Minions or buying new IPs like Super Nintendo World and really investing in that. So it's kind of cool that they're going back to the roots for this celebration. Like a little nostalgia. Even like going into the park recently, a good indicator of like what we'll probably see for the celebration is within the merchandise in the store, and it's all like vintage movies like King Kong and Jaws, and it's all of that type of thing. Back to the Future. And even we, in our updates, in there for like a split second, we had driven by the employee entrance on Lancashire, and there was this huge celebration with old like rides, or not rides, but old vehicles from movies. So I don't know. I just feel like everything is kind of pointing towards that. And we've also heard rumblings of like a potential celebration at both coasts for this in Orlando. So maybe it's like a bigger thing than what we're expecting.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about this on our last live when we kind of picked apart all the announcements for Epic Universe over in Orlando. But it's just a really exciting time to be a theme park fan, and specifically being one who loves Universal Studios around the world. Like, they're really crushing it. And while our park here in Hollywood, a lot of it is under construction, you have to think when all of that is revealed and it's done, we're going to have a brand new park and it's going to be awesome. And they're investing so much money into it, and the potential is just huge.
I feel like it's this huge push for Universal to kind of like get everything done before the Olympics. I feel like that's like the invisible finish line right now. It's like bring in new stuff, international stuff for like a broad audience to this park. So like I even think like as soon as the fast stuff goes up, it wouldn't be surprising within that year if you see something major in the park go down. Yeah. You right?
Totally.
Like, it just seems like that's how it is.
But I think I'm just excited. You guys know I love turn-up rides, and I'm just like, I could not give a hoot about Fast and Furious. I watched, which one did I watch on the plane?
She jumped in right to the finale.
I watched the last Fast 10, whatever, was it 10?
Yeah.
Fast 10 on the flight back from Madrid, and it was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my existence, but I digress. I'm so excited for the ride. Like, I don't care about Fast and Furious. The ride is going to be so freaking fun.
Yeah.
It's
going to be amazing.
It's going to be so fun.
Like, do you really need a storyline for a roller? Just get the roller coaster out there.
No, just give me a Corona and let's party.
It's going to be a family coaster, guys. Yeah. Don't worry.
Wayne's World quotes are my favorite. Yeah! We're not worthy. Aaron Holland, love the movie clips. They're so perfect.
Thank you.
Josie and the Pussycats is my fave. Nerdy Daydreams, I have Du Jour's EP on vinyl. Boop. Du Jour. Sorry.
Wow.
This is so
That was the weirdest flex ever.
I'm not flexing. I was telling her because I found another Josie and the Pussycats fan.
I know, but just so.
Oh my God. I was not flexing.
She flexed with it.
Shut up. Honestly, you guys have the best edits. I die anytime you show the throwback movies. It reminds me of my childhood.
That's it. That's exactly what it's supposed to be.
That's so like cool. Literally why we do it. It's awesome. Yay.
Thank you. That's perfect.
Thanks, Glory. You can never have too many Ernie Reyes Jr. clips.
Let's be real. He's easily in the top 20 most influential Filipinos of all time, right?
Love your channel. Keep up the great work. Hit the thumbs up, people.
Yeah. Yay! Thank you so much.
Ben, Mattel Park in Glendale, Arizona is almost open. 5-story Barbie dream house with...
It looks like I can't wait to see it when it's done. I've seen our friend Scott did a couple updates there. Ben, let me know when that's done.
There's a 5-story Barbie dream house?
Oh, yeah. Hot Wheels coaster. I'm interested to see how that paint's going to last in the summertime in Arizona. That means we got to go in the first year.
You guys, did any of you... Sorry, I'll shut up after this. Did any of you guys have the Barbie dream house that folded into a suitcase? So you opened it, and then it had like the strings, and it had an elevator. Did you ever see that?
No, I did not have the Barbie dream house.
I had the Barbie dream house that was in the hot pink suitcase. And then I also had the Ford Mustang that extended. So it was like a little one for a 2-seater, then you extended, and then Ken and all of her friends could go into it. But like a 5-story Barbie dream house, like I will admit, Ben, I haven't done a lot of research on the Mattel park, but the fact that there's a Barbie dream house, like,
we have to check it out.
Stop. We will be out there so fast.
And Hot Wheels? Come on. That's going to be awesome.
I love Hot Wheels. Okay. Universal Studios Hollywood is movie history. It's
Yeah.
the main reason tours go is to see the sets and take the tram tour. It's the reason why I want to go back to Universal Studios Hollywood.
I totally agree with that. Thank you for that's what it is. It's all the magic. Like the best part is going through all these places that like classic movies have been filmed. I do think that there are parts of the tour that they need to kind of get back to because there's all these like show scenes now where before it felt like you would go into like a studio and you'd get a demonstration of like what movie magic is. And I really hope that they can kind of get to that at some point. Maybe that's stuff that we'll see along the the 60th for the Glamour tour. Like I don't know, we'll see.
No, you're right, but like even if you see like in our last video, Mr. Mosby was literally getting his dry cleaning and putting it in his trunk, and I was like, Mr. Mosby, while we were stopped for the tram tour, and it's like that would never happen anywhere else because it's a working set. Like there's shows, movies, commercials being shot, and that was so cool. But it's so funny. I've always seen it like throughout the years, like when The Rock or Chris Pratt, and I'm always like, this never happens to us, and then it finally happened to us.
It happens.
It was so cool.
You have to get lucky on where it is though, because normally if they are shooting something like on the back lot, they will rope that off. But there are certain sections that the tram has to drive through no matter what.
Yeah.
There's no alternate route, and that by Soundstage 20, where they do Lopez and Lopez, you have to go by it.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of look out.
And
in
you
that
always
area.
end up stopping there because there's so much traffic going
Right.
by. Lady Shug, are y'all going to Pride Night at Disneyland?
Yeah.
Yes, Queen.
We are, yes.
Yeah, we will be there.
We haven't bought a ticket or anything because they haven't gone on sale, but once they do,
yeah,
we will get in line for that.
We had such a good time at Pride Night last year. Yeah. And don't get mad at me for saying this, but I love sticking it to all the people that are like, woke Disney. Shut up. We're going to be there, and it's going to be great with rainbow sprinkles coming out of our butts.
I'll be there too.
I'll be like, happy Pride! Sorry. Random Reed says, wow, Ash jumping right to Fast X without establishing the lore is like jumping right to the rides of Skywalker without...
She has no appreciation for Han. She doesn't understand his battle in life.
It was literally I was like, this is awful. Like, all of it was garbage, but I'm excited for the ride.
She doesn't get it.
SoCal content creator road trip to Arizona.
I would love that.
Oh, Andrea! Oh my God, thank you for being here. We just drove past the Mattel coaster. It's almost done. Yeah, I need to do more research, and we are going to go do a video 100.
That would be awesome. I'm from Arizona as well, so it'd be a lot of fun.
The clips irritated me at first, but got to know you guys, and now it just makes sense, and I love them.
Oh, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. I can totally see it. Your bet, like, especially like when it's like kind of in there, and you're like, wait, where did that come from?
Yeah, we've had a few people like message us from anonymous accounts and like, your edits are so jarring. I'm like, then don't watch, bro.
Yeah. If you watched it, you watched it, so it's cool. Thank you.
I had that. I had the plain boat, full dream house. The only benefit of being an introverted only child who was hella shy.
I had the Barbie dream house. Perfect.
I was an only child till I was 11, and then my brother came in and stole the show. But yeah, I had every Polly Pocket, Melanie's Mall, what were the dogs called? The dogs with, and you open their stomach and they had a bunch of little babies.
Whoa.
It was for girls. Whatever. Pound puppies?
How come they're all like the same letter twice? All of them.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Polly Pocket,
Yeah.
Melanie's Mall,
Yeah.
Pound Puppies.
There must
Littlest Pet Shop was it?
Oh.
Littlest Pet
Oh.
Shop. Oh my god.
Did it sell as well? There you go.
I just DM'd right now the Mouse Vibes Insta couple photo. Okay.
Perfect.
We're on it, and Nick's family's in Arizona, so we have a place out there.
Thank you for doing that, Ben. Appreciate you, man.
Oh my god, I should put you both. Lady Shug, if you put my man in drag, please put Nick in drag, and we will make a video.
I'm already roached from a scare actor, so I can't wait to see what my name is for that one.
I've put the filter on Snapchat of like the beautiful woman, and Nick would make the most gorgeous drag queen.
I would look just like my mom.
You would. Your mom is so beautiful too.
She is.
Yeah.
She is. Please.
Please.
That's why I never had sleepovers at my house.
Lady Shug, please put him in drag. Oh my god. Speaking of Barbie, can we talk about how Ryan Gosling really flexes Mickey Mouse? Dude, I saw the clip on Twitter. Ryan Gosling's a goat. He doesn't take himself too seriously. He can dance, sing, all of it. He is amazing. I love him.
They should have let him win this one. He should have won.
I mean,
come on. Come on.
Stupid. Who won Best Actor?
It was Best Supporting Actor. Killian Gillian won Best Actor, but this was Best Supporting Actor, and it was Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Who should have won for Tropic Thunder?
Do y'all remember the Barbie Epcot VHS? Yes, I do.
No.
Nick didn't. I do.
No. I knew like the T-shirt that came out a couple years ago where everyone pretended they knew what it was again, and I didn't know what it was. Actually, I got a shirt of it.
I did get a shirt. Yes!
Pound Puppies!
Oh my God, stop. Yes, Pound Puppies. That's the part where my love of rescue dog. Yes! I had the white Pound Puppy with the long ears, and I had the brown tan one. And basically, so it was like this big mama puppy, and then you had a Velcro stomach, and then it was like a surprise on how many little puppies that she had. And then you shove them back in their stomach.
And it was random every time?
I don't really remember, but I loved Pound Puppies. Those were my favorite. And it had like a little song, and I can't remember.
We're going to learn the Pound Puppy song and get back to you guys next week, I promise.
Okay, so you're getting put in drag, please. Oh my God.
We'll see ya.
Yes.
I'm down.
Lily Glad, I agree. I mean,
I didn't. That would be hilarious.
I didn't see. I don't even know the movie Killer of Shadow Moon, Killers of the Flowers Moon.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
No, it was Ashley. We didn't have that much time. It was either that or Full Swing. We chose.
I hate long, boring movies. Like I'm not.
The story is supposed to be incredible, and we really needed to check it out. But
yeah,
it's just...
I know it's like very important, but like I just am not a. I like for example, my favorite movie is Grandma's Boy, Superbad, Hairspray. Like I'm not trying to go into a 4-hour Academy Award. I mean,
they've seen the movie clips.
Yeah. Like my movie thing is for frat boys that drink too much beer.
Again, 90s karate movies.
We're gonna turn up for Pride Night. Can't wait.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be so literally Pride Night last year was honestly one of the best nights I've ever had. It was like emotional in the best way. Everybody looked so beautiful. It was just filled with love. It was just so much fun. And the little we're gonna go.
Well,
little song was so good.
Okay, we can let's get into it now. This is a good opportunity to talk about this and Disney Channel night. David's in the chat as well, and he did both of these, so it's good to talk about it. I feel like Disney in the last couple of years has really been investing in trying to find a sweet spot for some of these after dark events. It seems like the two that have been really staying every single year are Oogie Boogie Bash and Star Wars Night. Like those are the two given every single year. And to see them finally this year with Disney Channel Night, which just, even though I didn't go looking at it from social and the YouTube videos, shout out to David. He did great social content from that event. His costume was awesome. It feels like they're really investing into these new after night events, and this one really resonated with with all the audience. Everyone was dressed up. Everyone was so creative. Like it really looked like an epic party. Yeah,
because last year they had throwback night, and it was kind of cute, but it was kind of random. And if you didn't really know any of the old school Disney stuff, you felt kind of lost. But I felt like Disney Channel Night was for elder millennials all the way down to Gen Alpha. There was something for everybody, and I had so much FOMO. Our friends Patrick and Erica dressed up as the Descendants. There was people that David was Zetus Lapidus.
Come on, she's Xenon from the 21st century.
It was just. It looked so fun. Nick and I would have been Ryan and Sharpay specifically from the bop to the top performance in the blue dress.
All the way to the top.
All the way to the top. It just looked fun. But I will say this, from looking at it on social, it looked so fun. I had FOMO. I should have dressed up and gone. I think something that it lacked, and I know that homeboy from Hannah Montana, the 50-year-old guy, what's his name? I don't remember his name, and then the creator of Phineas and Ferb was there. But I wish they would have gotten a Sophia Carson or a Corbin Blue or a Casey Stroh, a couple more Disney Channel stars that could have been on the little floats. And I know obviously that costs money, but I have a feeling they would have done it. Sophia Carson is so dope. She would have bopped on down and done it. I just feel that would have put the cherry on top of an already really, really good event.
Yeah. You can get these guys on Cameo, but you couldn't get them on the float, huh? talk about that. No, I think that's a good add and like a good note because that is kind of like niche. Like, do you really need that person? Because majority of the cast members in those parades were dressed up as those characters.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
See what he's doing. Sorry, babe.
But I will say, like, the formula to finding, like, a Disney Channel night and to, like, do that is, like, the main thing is people want to dress up. You want to find a theme to allow your audience to dress up. All the most successful ones is, like, you know, like, again, Oogie Boogie Bash. People are getting creative being able to dress up. Pride Night was the same type of vibe. Getting an outfit together, doing this whole celebration. I felt like that's a great example was Disney Channel night as well. Like everyone dressed up from their favorite DCOM movies. And we just need more of that where like throwback night might have sounded great on paper, but like what am I doing for throwback night? Like I'm just wearing some old clothes or something?
No, literally.
I'm going to look like a spy from the 1950s.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, it's our 10-year-old puppy.
Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas wants to say hi. You.
Hi, Elliot.
Say hi. Sorry, he's been bugging, so.
Yeah.
Here, go to sleep, Pops. No, I agree. Like that.
Hold on, let's get you back over the mic.
Oh, that's the best part about these Disney Channel nights is dressing up. And like, I will say, like, it looked really fun. The thing that happens with me due to my ADHD is I have this like big grand plan to dress up in mind, and then I'll wait until the last minute to when there's no time left to do it. So if I'm really going to double down and we're going to be riding Sharpay next year, like I need to find a blue feather dress. We need to get you a fedora.
I'm talking choreography, makeup,
all
the
of
whole
it.
thing.
Like we need, like you either go big or go home.
You can't just bop to the top. You got to bop to the top.
To the top. Yeah. Agree.
Oh.
I love you so much.
We see each other.
Do you see me? Because I see you.
Can we go from that?
The D23 events have also gotten better. We have done several of the studio tours. The Wish event they just had 2 weeks ago, the Christmas party, and I'm definitely hopeful for the D23 Expo because of it.
Dang, that's so cool.
Yeah, we need to go to more D23 events. We had the opportunity to go to the one on the studio tour.
The Christmas party.
The Christmas party.
It was
but I got
so
sick.
lit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they do such cool things over there. That's awesome in that. I can't wait to see what they do for it. D23 this year, by the way, I know like it's been on the back burner. Everyone knows it's coming. Wait until that hype that month. It's going to be insane.
It's going to be insane.
It's going to be nuts. So.
Is it sold out?
I have someone,
ask
David Vaughn. He'll
we
know.
want to go to D23, but it's just like so expensive. Like, and even though we're Disney fans, it's like when I looked at the price, it's like almost like $3,500 for both of us. And I'm just like,
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it. But you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather like go to Cabo.
Just go to Cabo.
Just go to Cabo. It sounds like it'll be back next year, and that is for sure the way to turn up the volume on Disney Channel night. It was already pretty much 10/10 though.
Amazing. It looked like it. Like
yeah,
everything that they had for activations and photo ops, and again, like I don't know if it's like they're investing more or if it's like an inaugural like celebration for the first time. Those ones are just so lit. I felt like that was the same thing with Pride Night.
Yeah,
it kind of had that. I mean, again, I wasn't there for Disney Channel night, but it felt that way with the energy of how everyone was posting.
I just think that nostalgia always sells. Nostalgia is what's keep us going back to Disneyland, like the songs and everything from our childhood. And I think where they hit it on the head with Disney Channel night, it's like I grew up. I mean, I was in college, but High School Musical, I love. Camp Rock, I love. Like all of that, the musicals and everything, and to be surrounded. That's what I loved about Pride Night, being surrounded by like-minded people who have the same love of something. Disney Channel night looked like that to me. So I think we would definitely do it next year and dress up. But you got to go big or go home. Like
it's also like in that perfect niche too. Like majority of our friends have like kids and they're introducing them to those movies. So it's like that perfect time. Again, that's one of those things that made me feel old. I was listening to the DCOM podcast. They're like, Brink came out in 1998.
Oof.
It's like, sheesh.
Oh my God.
I remember watching that.
You're a professional, sis. You always thank you.
Aww.
Or when you decide to dress up and go all out in the wet. Oh my God, Andra, when we were Joe Rody and
put some respect on his name. Tony Baxter,
Nick's wig.
You know, my wig, but my mustache won't stick on my face. And I can't grow one still.
It was so funny. It was like, you were like, you're here at the Mouse Vibes. You just see this big thing of sweat coming off of Nick's friggin' wig. It was really funny.
That was humbling. Respect. That was the year that we learned go later in the year for
Yeah.
Oogie Boogie Bash.
Oh, of course, David Disneyland. By the way, if you guys have any questions about Disneyland or if you want to know like the most random thing, follow David Vaughn because he knows every. I ask him like any info that we have in anything. It's because of David. I'm like, yo, David, what day did this happen? And he's like, it happened at 11:05 on March 6th. David knows.
And you know like how like TMZ will break news before like the news gets posted? And then you're like, you go to it, like, is that real? That's how I am with Disney news. I go to David's thing. If there's a hard post or a story post, that is real.
Yeah, it's like official.
Yeah.
Okay, well, D23 Expo's the best. Tickets on sale $326.
We gotta go.
Tickets aren't on sale.
I would want a day, like, the parks panel's rad and everything. I'd want to enjoy that from the stream. Just because last year it was cool to be in the room, but it was like this whole thing to line up early, and then we were in the very back. And I really, not that it was like a bad thing, I just much rather like walk the floor and dressed up and that vibe.
Should I go without you as a Mousevibes reporter?
What? Who's going to hold the camera steady?
I know how to make a vlog on my own. Thank you very much, Cancun. Okay. Ooh, I'm just joking.
Respect.
Sad I won't be working D23, but have a blast, everyone. The museum exhibit they did, Walt. Oh, that was so cool.
Insane. That's so cool.
We are stalking David's page for Pride Night on sale dates because he's definitely going to be first to break the news.
Oh my gosh, that week. You guys are random recess. You guys are coming out for that too, right?
Oh.
That's about to be a turn up.
That is going to be so fun. I think I will, though. I will say there's last year I wore a neon Cowboys light up like disco cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And it's a Black woman owned brand. And I think I'm going to bring that back I think I'm going to like step up my Pride Night cowgirl game.
Mm-hmm. Add some more accessories to it.
Yeah.
I get that.
Because I like really was into the cowgirl look, but I think I'm going to like figure out a situation. So stay
Love
tuned.
that for you. Love that. Okay. Yeah, let's get into it. Talk a little Avatar.
Okay, you guys, it's time for the main topic. Avatar.
Actually, why did I choose this one? I don't know.
That's a really talk about jarring.
Okay, so you want to talk about this poll that we ran first?
Yes. Did you put up the poll or did you just put up the...
No, you didn't send the poll.
Shoot, sorry.
These are just answers.
Okay, so we ran a poll on our Mouse Vibes Instagram, and I said, Bob Iger announced that it's not going to be just an experience. It's going to be a land at the Disneyland Resort for Avatar. Do you care about this or no? Like, do you want this? And I remember 54% of you said yes, and then 46% of you said no. So it was still like, even though majority of you said yes, it was still pretty neck and neck. It wasn't like a clear winner in my opinion. And then I also said, well, if it wasn't going to be an Avatar land, what would you put in its place? And we got so much engagement, you guys. We had so many answers, like over 300 answers, which is big for our Instagram. And we were like, we need to talk about this on a live stream.
Yeah, I realized I just kind of jumped you into that. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So yeah, recently Ashley was just saying that Bob Iger dropped a comment that the Avatar experience is going to be a land potentially coming here. And it was taken out of context, and then that quote was taken back a couple days later. But this isn't the first time these rumors, or Bob Iger specifically, has dropped a hint at something coming to the Disneyland Resort involving Avatar. So it's kind of exciting, and it's just interesting news. We all know that Disneyland Forward is on the horizon, like we were just talking about D23. I feel like that's kind of the elephant in the room where everyone is anticipating that news to drop for the very first time. But it seems kind of precarious and odd that we've been getting these little hints of Avatar coming to the park. So yeah, like he announced it, they took that comment back, and then, hello, we ran this poll.
Yeah, we ran a poll, and but majority, it was pretty neck and neck. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, it wasn't like 85% of you were like, yeah, Avatar for life. Like, it seemed like more people were like, what's going on? And with these answers, let's go over this. Majority of you guys said what you would rather have in place if there was a new land at Disneyland Resort that covers both DCA and Disneyland is Villains Land. That seemed to be the consensus. A lot of people want a Villains Land.
And I feel like that's kind of been, something that's been rumored for many, many years. I think the initial project was named the Tragic Kingdom, and it was supposed to be at Magic Kingdom. And they kind of restarted those rumors with the Behind the Big Thunder talk a couple years ago. I mean, it obviously seems like Villains is a good way. It's something really popular, obviously. Oogie Boogie Bash sells out every year. The Halloween party at Disney World is also super popular. So it seems like those are great characters. People can dress up in them, and it sells stuff.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I love that idea.
I think you see villains everywhere, and it's also like any Hot Topic, which Hot Topic's still awesome. You see such a big section; it's always sold out of new villain stuff. People love that. A lot of you guys also said Zootopia. If you've seen what's replicated in Shanghai, for them to bring that here, I think that's great. But I don't know if Zootopia is a big enough movie. In my opinion, it grossed a lot worldwide, but I don't know if that would necessarily be something for the California parks.
I mean, I take anything over here. Anything new is always cool, right? And I actually really enjoyed that movie. It feels like that ride is also very similar to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it would fit particularly well here.
I don't think it would at all.
But I love it. The movie's fun. It looks super good in China. But I don't know at the moment. It's just really interesting because it's not like this cut, clear answer. It's like there are a few criteria it has to fill. Like, one, it has to kind of sell. There has to be an interest in it, obviously. Merchandising is also a huge thing that has to correlate with it. You want to be able to, like, obviously spend a little bit of money and buy something or see your favorite character. So it has to fit all of those type of thing. And then also, like, what kind of projects are on the horizon? Like, what is something that they could look forward to?
Yeah, it's funny. So producer Chris right here saying Encanto Coco, we've said this. If you go back, well, you can't see them on our page anymore, but if Nick ever were to put together an edit of all the times over the past 4 years, we have said Coco should be represented more at DCA. They should have struck While the Iron Was Hot because, you know what I mean?
But like, see, like, that's the thing where I feel like I don't know if the format of, like, sticking to what's new and what's current really is that thing. I mean,
yeah,
you can have brand nostalgia and do certain things because you're looking at, I mean, it's not quite open, so we're going to see the success this next year. But Fantasy Springs at Disneyland Tokyo Sea, like, they had any opportunity to shove whatever new back there, and they went with Frozen. They went with Tangled and Peter Pan, of all things, where it's like, I never thought that, and it looks incredible.
It does look incredible.
And it's probably going to be amazing. Like, that's how it's going to be.
Cannot wait to go back to Japan.
And then this is the last page. So it's a lot of the kind of the same things. A lot of people are talking about Tomorrowland as well. Like, we all want Tomorrowland to be updated and fixed, as some people would say, or just kind of brought to at least the present time.
Not me, boo. I say burn down all of Tomorrowland and put something new, but just not Avatar.
So it's just kind of interesting to see where things are going right now within the park. So let's kind of like break it off to the chat, and we'll kind of get into where we think it could potentially go, if this fits in Disneyland Forward, or if this is something that we should expect a little sooner.
The Quiet Inside. That's an awful idea. I hate it so much. Not even going to pretend that doesn't fit Disneyland at all. Oof.
Yeah. You know, on paper, you know what? I agree with that, you know. I would have thought the same thing, but I also would have thought the same thing before at any Disney park, before I got to see it.
Really?
Like,
well, you didn't visit Animal Kingdom prior to
no.
Neither did I, though. So
it just, for me, it just seems like such like a radical idea for them to kind of venture off into like a future sustainability, and like it fits within Animal Kingdom, but like they really kind of went there for it.
Totally.
You know?
Carissa Hart, villains are queer coded too, so they'd hit multiple demographics. Oh yeah.
I love that.
No, we want more Haunted Mansions and Princess Castles.
Could you imagine just Haunted Mansion Land?
Dude.
It's all haunted.
Lady Should, yes, go. See, that was my original point was majority of Southern California is Hispanic. And regardless of how old that movie is, I feel like if they were ever, I mean, I don't know it's a part of Pixar land or whatever, but like if they were to double down and make a huge Coco thing here, I feel like it would just pop off.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
if you have to make it build an infrastructure to host events to, like, for like around Halloween time, to where it changes up, where that's part of the celebration. Yes. Or like a nighttime lighting package that makes it feel like the Day of the Dead. So like I mean, they could do it. It's just how much money they're going to give Imagineering to do certain things.
Totally.
And you have to, like, think this, like, Avatar. I'm like, this is, hold on. We can't even have this talk yet.
No, don't.
All right, guys. We're ready. We're locked and loaded. Okay. Now that we have got my Avatar ears on, we can talk about why it fits in Disney and why they're trying to look at how to fit it in there. Maybe it doesn't fit, but why they're trying to make it fit. And it basically comes into like money. It's just generations of, it's the number one internationally gross film of all time. The second one is Avengers movie, and the number 3 is Way of Water. I mean, that right there, having that catalog of those 2 movies and knowing there's 2 more movies on the horizon, there's an audience. I don't know where it is. Like, if you would have told me an Avatar park was coming, I thought for sure it would have been in China, not another domestic park. But maybe this is all a build towards that Summer Olympics as well.
Here's the thing where it's like I'm even a hypocrite myself, is I'm not an Avatar person. I didn't see Way of Water. I didn't like the first one. Sorry. It's just my opinion. But I love Pandora at Animal Kingdom. I love Joe Rohde as an Imagineer. You guys know he's my favorite one. And when you go into that land, you feel immersed in the Na'vi. I love Na'vi's river journey. I'm not a huge fan of Flight of Passage, but the line queue is amazing and just the aesthetic of everything. So it's like, here's the thing. I don't think Avatar has a home here, but they're going to bring it anyway. And I have all the faith in the world that it's going to be lit. I just hope, like exactly to Carson's comment, I hope that it's not a copy and paste. Like, obviously, when did Land of Pandora open? Was it 2018, 2017?
I think so. Like right before pandemic.
Yeah, it's like a newer land within the past like 7 years. So I do think they will spruce it up a bit, or at least I hope. But like, if it's a copy and paste, like,
see, this is where we can kind of get into this conversation too, is like that land came out after the movie's success. So that land is supposed to be dated like way after those events. Where now Disney has the rights to it and they're able to kind of forecast where it's going. Like, it would be wise to them to kind of invest in it. Maybe think of it like how Disney got Star Wars and they didn't build the original trilogy. They're like, we're going to do our stuff. So maybe that is something that they're going to look at.
I just
like maybe that could be something.
I personally, sorry, we're all over the place. We're very passionate about this. I personally, like, let's say Pandora, Avatar, Land of Pandora, whatever, was like, you know how like they did Galaxy's Edge and it was like this future thing where you have your own story? Like, I don't think people want that. I think that they want things that they see in the movies.
I agree too.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they want to show up and be like, oh, this is a new Na'vi thing that wasn't in the movies and you make your own adventure. Like, I think people will be like, I don't want that. Like, the movie's successful because of what's in the movie. Right. You know?
I think that maybe that is something that they could look into. That's like really inventive and really fun. I really want to hit on this one with David though. This is a good one. Read this one.
Sorry to nerd out here, but the reason we're getting an Avatar land rather than Villains or Tangled is because Disney wants to bring in more guests who aren't already going to the parks.
I mean, that makes sense. A lot of sense. And there shouldn't be a lot of the same thing. I think the cool thing about Disney is like having those radical ideas where something feels so different and then they're able to create something. And that's where like I give it a little bit of grace. Like, out of all the projects that have happened within the last 15 years where they had to replace something or enhance something, I can't think of one thing where I left and was like, I hate it.
Really?
Like, is there anything that they've spruced up recently that you thought the old thing was better?
Well, I guess not spruced up, but like something, no, I don't even want to say because I don't want to get canceled. But it's not spruced up, it was just new. Okay. Like, if Galaxy's Edge never happened, I wouldn't be upset.
So you thought the backyard barbecue that no one ever went to was better than Galaxy's Edge? Come on. No.
I'm not a Galaxy's Edge. Like, it could have.
You don't have to like Galaxy's Edge, but was the area improved? They were able to create capacity, put an e-ticket attraction, a bar back there. Yeah. Totally cool.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like Snow White's Scary, but all of that, like, it's been spruced up. But no,
all of it.
My only thing that I worry about is that it'll be an
like, do you think Splash will be worse?
No, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
Or even the treehouse. Like, at first you're in like a treehouse, but like, the treehouse is so much cooler now than Tarzan.
We haven't even been in it.
It's so much cooler from the videos I've seen.
We're going to go to the treehouse for the first time on Thursday. Breaking news 6 months later. Sorry.
So I'm on that side of like, okay, this is also the thing. I'm just going to go out and put my line in the sand right now is like, I think that we're getting this and I don't think this is going to be part of the Disneyland Forward project. If there's expansion or anything, I think this is something that's going to come into the parks before then. Just because like as much as they're going to announce stuff at D23, I don't think that's like on their 5-year plan of getting something done where this Avatar thing feels like that's in that realm. Something that they need to get out sooner than later. Also, like if you want to get it out for the films, like there is kind of a deadline.
How many more films are left?
2.
Okay, so there's going to be 4 total.
Mhm.
Okay, and what's the time period of that happening?
That's the thing. It's James Cameron. You don't know. Like the first one, after the first one, he's like, we got 2 and 3 and 4. We're already doing it. It took 10 years. So we don't really know. But I'm guessing now that it's like a Disney type of thing, maybe they'll be like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Do you think they call him Jim?
Probably.
Come on, Jim.
Carissa, it feels like Disneyland resorts are trying to expand and become a vacation destination since they're missing. I agree. Like, I think that I've always been an advocate for having a third gate. I know now I'm like thinking really big picture, but I agree. It's like while Disneyland Resort here is a tourist destination, it's more of a locals park and it's the same people going over and over again. And if you do add something international like this, it makes people want to come. But for me, you guys know how much it bothers me that there's a Galaxy's Edge at both Hollywood Studios and here. I just thought there could have been something else that would have differentiated Disneyland Resort from Walt Disney World instead of having the same thing in domestic parks.
Yeah. I get it.
I hate these ears. When he bought them, I literally wanted to throw them into
I told her I went to the bathroom and
I was so annoyed. I'm like,
paid
why did you
cash
buy
money.
those ugly things?
So I can hear you.
If you guys could choose, where exactly would you like to see Pandora?
Ooh, great segue. So we kind of taken the time, why I had too much time on my hands today, to show like where it could fit, whether it's at a Disney's California Adventure thing or Disneyland. Because a lot of people have had this discussion about it doesn't fit at Disneyland. And I would have said the same thing about Galaxy's Edge, kind of similar to Ashley. And so we're going to kind of break up where we think it'll fit at where it will fit at Disney's California Adventure or at Disneyland. Just because like DC, I feel like just gets all the leftovers. Like doesn't fit, just put it at DCA. Here we go. So this is where we had to think for potential space, just because we were kind of gauging off of, again, what David is saying. I agree with Nick. I think this is separate and will be for the Olympics. So, I think there it is. So I think with that said, you don't look to use expansion area if you're going to put something in there. Like I feel like the expansion spaces or spaces that they have designated for theme park spaces looking for like future projects. So I feel like this is something that's going to replace something else. And the rumors and the best possible fit I have seen at Disney's California Adventure is looking in this entire Grizzly Peak section.
Okay, so this was my initial thought, and obviously, you guys, we want to say nothing's confirmed. This is all speculation.
No.
And just like...
Bob Iger said something, they took the statement back to you, said, this is just for fun.
This is just for fun, and this is like our wish.
Yeah.
I love Grizzly River Run. Let's be real. It doesn't sell merchandise. There's not really a lot going on while you're on the ride besides getting wet. And I personally don't think that Disney parks and resorts care as much about cohesion as they used to. Perfect thing with Galaxy's Edge. You just go through like a little portal and then you're in Galaxy's Edge. What you can do when you leave the Grand Californian, you can go through a little portal and then you can be immersed in Pandora. You can spruce up Grizzly River Run into a Pandora water attraction, which would totally fit. And then also where Redwood Creek Challenge Trail is, you can make that more immersive and make it more open for nighttime guests.
And you have to think too, like a few years ago, they redesignated the Soaring Over California area. I think it's the Smoke Jumpers restaurant, and there's like a little spot to grab sodas right across. That's all now part of Grizzly Peak, or it has been for the last, 5 to 10 years. So all of that would kind of be in that bunch. Because you have to think too, like, you don't just come in saying a land. Like the recipe for things now is usually like an attraction, a merchandise spot, and a food vendor spot. Yeah. So like you have to kind of look at that. And I will say and give flowers to Pandora. The one thing that they do great is Santuli's Cantina. I love that. Santuli's.
Yeah.
Can't say the name right, and I'm a Navi, but you get it.
Santuli's Cantina in an Italian voice.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like listen, I'm not wishing for this area to go away, but like, let's be real. Like,
there's a couple reasons why it fits there, though.
It could totally fit there.
And if you're bringing Pandora and obviously the attraction has to be screen based. I mean, right now that's like for me not being a creative mind, I'd be like screen based ride. How do you make something that's 12 feet tall and all those things?
Yeah.
And you have to think that kind of would eliminate Soaring Over California, especially in that area. Like, would you have two of the same type of rides where one feels extremely dated? And we also have that looming thing that they keep talking about with an e-ticket Avengers Campus ride that also looks pretty screen-based oriented. So would all three of those really fit in there? And that's where I'm kind of like on the fence of, yes, it makes sense thematically and where it could fit and hide in that area, but maybe it's not that. So I do want to talk. Should we hit the chat on anything before we get into?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of get into why it fits at Disneyland or why we think it does.
Sebastian Guzman, in an ideal world, I want an Adventureland expansion, more greenery, Pride Rock, but I will take Avatar if that's going to add more nature to the California parks. I agree, and that's something that's missing, and I think it's missing at Disney California Adventure. If you really think about it, there's no nature, there's no shade, there's no random place to sit. It's literally just like industry looking. And if you add Avatar to DCA, if you guys have never been to Pandora and Animal Kingdom, it's just like green and beautiful and jungle vibes, and it's just like gorgeous. You feel like you're immersed in a whole different planet, and that's something that's lacking at DCA. And I love Avengers Campus. I'm a big fan of it, but it feels very City of Industry. Yeah, and there's no shade.
And Grizzly Peak at night, it's like, it is cool for the holidays and stuff. They do a great lighting package, but for the majority of the time, it's pretty dark back there.
Carson, I just hope for a completely different experience in Florida. I don't like feeling like I'm in the same park on different coasts. What incentive would you really... Thank you, Carson. Literally, that is my biggest of Galaxy's Edge. It's like, why? I get budget purposes, and it's just like lazy. Cookie cutter crap in the U.S. parks makes me mental. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Agree. It's like, why am I going to buy a ticket to the new thing in Florida if I can, you know what I mean? It's just like random recess. Hot take, the level of success of Epic Universe will determine how much Disney is actually going to invest in the U.S. parks.
I think yeah. I mean, that's the interesting thing, because like a lot of this budget for Disneyland Forward, this expansion stuff, yeah, you see this huge number, but then you start thinking about like not all of that is actually, like majority of it's not going towards attractions and that funding. Like a lot of it is going towards the city for like changing out roads and rerouting things, like kind of boring, mundane stuff. But all of that stuff will start expanding the park and how they can make that happen.
Yeah.
Where are we at on this?
If it's in California Adventure, that's fine. I thought it was actually going to be at Disneyland Park. And that's the thing, the quiet inside, when we were talking about this, and obviously we have more to say, but like for me, there's nowhere in Disneyland where Pandora fits. For like DCA to me is the experimental park that's like more like movies and vibes like that, and like just like bigger. And Disneyland to me is more of the nostalgia factor and more cohesiveness and old school.
Agreed with that. But that's kind of like the thing, like the discussion about it. Because like initially when they had this discussion of it coming to Disneyland and all of these potential rumors, the first thing that they had talked about was like an experience. We're getting an Avatar experience. So what most people do is look on the internet. Hold on one second. Is look on the internet and kind of showcase certain attractions that they could pull from and bring over. So we actually had found a clip of an experience in Singapore to kind of show you. And this was kind of the idea of how to get it started initially.
Coolest experience in Singapore, especially if you love movies, check this out.
Welcome to the Avatar experience at the Gardens of the Bay. I bought my ticket by downloading the Klook app, which has a best price guarantee and only took seconds to book. It also helped me skip the line and get straight to the attraction.
Well, that was easy.
I had no idea what to expect, but wow, it did not disappoint.
Oh my, this is cool.
As soon as you arrive, you're immersed into a vibrant world.
Na'vi are huge.
And there's a booth that lets you avatarize yourself. Let's just say I'm very happy to be human.
Yikes.
There's Avatar shadow play, I met a real life banshee, and even a little baby one.
That is gay.
There was a beautiful underwater world filled with interactive light displays,
And it's an absolute must for your trip to Singapore. Okay, that was freaking awesome.
All right. So that was the experience. Obviously, it looks really cool, but it looks like a massive space.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how they would fit that, because potentially they're like, it's going to go into Tomorrowland, and there's no way that looks like it. And I don't, honestly, as much as that looks cool for that experience, I don't feel like that's really up to the Disney Imagineer level. If Florida has a Na'vi that can move and do all of these things that's 20 feet, if I got some stagnant figures, I would be pretty bummed on that.
But don't we have a height limit, and Matterhorn is like 1 centimeter below it because of planes going into John Wayne Airport. So it's like we absolutely cannot have anything higher than Matterhorn or Guardians of the Galaxy. I can't, obviously, I don't know. I'm not an Imagineer. I don't know how high the thing is in Pandora and Animal Kingdom, but that is high.
I mean, that's like the thing. I don't believe like we're going to get that. I don't. Like, that's a huge thing. You think they're going to build this huge floating rock and it's just going to hang off a harbor? Like, you can see from the Howard Johnson, the floating rock. Like, okay, so this is why kind of I feel like we're looking at Disneyland as a potential for this. And I'm going to break down a couple of things of why I really feel like that's the space for it. One, we kind of just talked about it. I don't believe it's going to be part of Disneyland forward. One, it's something we should expect in the next few years. So you kind of start looking at Disneyland in future dates, in pinnacle years. This year is the 69th celebration of Disneyland. Next year would be 70. 70 would be one of those numbers you think that they would try to go for. Obviously, it's too close. So I would look for the 75th anniversary as a potential date for a big project like that to go out. Like, if I had to look at it and just kind of forecast, that would be it. And that's another reason why I feel like it fits better at Disneyland and not DCA. It'd be like weird to be like, for the Disneyland 75th, we got a new attraction at DCA. So I really feel like Disneyland is the place. And then you kind of have to look on the same type of thing of what's spacing at Disneyland that's not selling merch. There's not a lot there and they can expand. And this is what we came up with. And it's basically going to be the Autopia section of the park. So you can kind of see there's a good amount of space back there. And that's why I don't believe like it's going to be this cookie cutter thing of like putting Pandora there. Like, I just feel like we're going to get something a little bit different. And that's where I feel like it fits the best. And then obviously if you're going to bring an Avatar experience, you have to bring the mind behind it who brought it to the park. Are we looking at a reunion with Joe Rohde coming back to Disneyland Imagineering? Like, that would be amazing.
That's the thing. It's like, as I said earlier, like, I do not care about Avatar. I don't care about any of it. But knowing that Joe Rohde could potentially be a part of it, and I feel like he might be. He already has James Cameron's busing. They've worked together before. Bob Iger's back. He doesn't beef with Bob Iger like he did with Chapek. Like, I just feel like it can be a recipe for a win. I still just don't want it here, but if he's a part of it, I think it'd be big.
Love that.
Here, let's see. I'm so excited for this edition. I'm hoping that they do another side of the planet from Avatar, like showing more of what the second movie has.
I would love that. And I feel like showcasing water is something that we really need at both parks, at Disneyland and DC. Like, more water things, more of that.
More nature.
I agree.
It's just so like building-y.
By the way, would that not be like the most modern thing ever if they get rid of the gas guzzling pollution farm to build a sustainable planet like Pandora? That would just be like the ultimate like
Oh my god. Fox needs to come to the parks to make their acquisition worth it, whether that's X-Men, Planet of the Apes, Ice Age, Avatar, or even Alien.
I agree with that.
Damn.
I feel like X-Men is something that we're all waiting on, right?
I mean,
once that door opens with Deadpool 3, get ready.
If you guys, okay, we know Avatar is coming no matter what. Bob Iger said it. Where would you guys put it? What land would you retheme, or where would you shove a new Pandora?
That's so tough. Those are our two options for it. It's just kind of interesting to see the scope of things. Like, as soon as they start announcing something, you don't know when it's going to happen. When is that Avengers Campus thing going to be done? Like, it's just interesting to see what's on the horizon. It's fantasy meets the future. I like this one from Jeff Ryan. If it doesn't change to Teslatopia, I'm kind of over that attraction. Right? Could you imagine if they did that? I would be insane. Tesla into the attraction would be insane. The only way that they can bring that attraction to the future, if it's like flying saucers or something, like, are kids amazed by driving still?
I think so.
You think so?
I think kids, like, it's a pure kids ride.
Kids have iPhones like right away now.
I know, but doing a little racing game on an iPhone is different than like sitting in there and like, you know what I mean?
I guess.
But I've always thought Autopia is a waste of space, but it has a nostalgia factor. But it's like a gas guzzler. It smells. There's nothing going on the tracks aside from, like, there's nothing cool to look at. You know what I mean?
No. And it's just something that doesn't generate any revenue. Like, there's nothing that comes out of it.
No.
Like, people aren't buying their ticket to go on it specifically. There's no merchandising. There's no food. Like, there's nothing in the parades that they celebrate with it. Like, It's just kind of classic for classic's sake.
Okay. It's so hard to say. I would love for DC. I would love for it to be in DCA too, but I have a
Same.
feeling it's not. I'm a massive Thanos fan, so oh my god, I would love for that. I remember when we got the like little like random Hulk guy, and he came out and he was like a balloon.
Yeah.
I would love a Thanos exoskeleton.
I'm glad they didn't rush the Thanos one out, because that Hulk one, where they're like, we're gonna bring him out, and then he had like this weird mask on.
Yeah, that was weird.
Because they couldn't figure out how to make his head look normal. It's just like, just hold on.
Take out the Cars of the Past and Nemo subs and make it a water-based Avatar land.
That would be so epic. Like, I think that fits in so well right there.
It would be your dream to replace Tomorrowland with Pandora. I think. Listen, I love Space Mountain, but like Tomorrowland, they've really let it go. Like, they have let it go. There's nothing going on. You have what's the building? Carousel Progress Building? What's it called? I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah.
That
Dimensions or whatever, I don't know.
Whatever. It's just like there's no merchandise to it. Astro Blasters is lame. It's like, get rid of it. Like, and maybe just leave Space Mountain in the back as a one-off. Like, move Space Mountain and then have the rest of it themed. But like, there's nothing tomorrow about Tomorrowland. It's just old and crusty.
Right. I feel like that's why we're not going to get that touch for a long time. I feel like until they can figure out an IP to put in there to kind of generate in the last few things of like space, like Lightyear or even Tomorrowland, the movie like didn't do well. I don't know.
No. Sounds like ETC. Oh, what's up? It's time for Autopia to pack. It is time to boot it and scoot it, Autopia. So much land. They've done nothing to like fix it. Like, there's nothing when you're on that ride, and we've ridden it the past 2 times, there's nothing to look at. There's like some weird like Honda robot, but there's like nothing. And
both of those projects we're talking about potentially where it could fit is like going to be a huge overall, because it's not just as simple as like, all right, we're going to move Autopia. It's like you still have the monorail there. So you're going to have to figure out how to like reroute that. Like, does the track get shorter? Like, there's all these things that go into it, and it's just going to be interesting. And there's also like backstage back. There's like, how far off does it go?
Yeah. I don't understand the Star Wars launch bay area at all. Remove everything north of Space Mountain. Let it burn. Yes, Nicole, someone who gets me. But also, it's like they just announced that they're gonna have new Star Wars stuff in Star Tours. So it's like, I honestly think they're just gonna let Tomorrowland go like how they let Dinoland USA.
I think so too.
It's just gonna hold on to its bootstraps.
And like the other one that's like that at Disney's California, that kind of mirror each other, is the Hollywood Land. It's like 2 areas that have been like so outdated, but they haven't touched it. And I feel like the reason they haven't touched that is like there's bigger plans for those areas.
Yeah.
Like it's a bigger plan of like if they zone those together, or if this is part of that Disney Forward or whatever that is. There's just a lot of options for them to like, if you start building off to the perimeter, you limit your chances of being able to like maximize that space.
Yeah. So the consensus is everybody wouldn't mind Avatar if it replaced Autopia. That's the consensus of life.
You know what? Like, I wouldn't have picked that as the first one, but knowing that it seems like it's geared towards an international audience and bringing in a new audience. Like David was saying, like, if you would have told me on paper what we would have gotten, I would have immediately said Frozen. Something along the lines of that, just because like every other park seems to be getting an Arendelle, like I would have been like, oh, Frozen. But that maybe all of that is just for future stuff of how they can build out a land instead of like forcing something in one particular plot.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. We need more here at Disneyland Resort. And I know that technically we have more rides than Walt Disney World, but Walt Disney World has the wow factor of being able to bop around different gates. You know what I mean? Like, we need more here, in my opinion. We need more space. We need more of everything. And
Agreed.
If you want to make it an international destination, if you're going to justify charging the prices that they do with the hotel prices that they do, it's like, what's the incentive of staying at Grand Californian for like, you know what I mean? It's like, I would be more apt to like stay at Grand California if there was a third gate and way more stuff to do. And it's like, wow, I have to stay here because I can go to all this stuff. But it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, just for me, if I was an international guest, like I wouldn't be as like, I'd rather go to Walt Disney World. It's just me. Sarah, no more Yo Soy Bird, please.
Sarah wins. That was funny.
Yes.
Okay, so we talked about that. think that we're all kind of wrapped up on that. Is there anything else you want to plug?
No. This was a great live. Thanks
Had a
for
lot of
like
fun, yeah.
yeah, thanks for hanging with us, you guys. That was good.
We've unpacked some stuff.
We unpacked some stuff.
Is there anything that you want to talk about before we get out of here?
I'm excited for Nick's birthday on Thursday at Disneyland. We haven't had like just a park day with us to just go like bop around in a while. So I'm excited to make a video from Disneyland. It's going to be super fun. We haven't had a Disney video on the channel in quite some time.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's going to be
I got
really
inspired
good.
after watching all the Disney Channel night things. So
yeah, it's going to be really, really good. Yeah, we had a great time. Thanks, guys.
yeah, we got a couple videos coming out. We're wrapping up our Icon of the Sea series. I'm really excited on that. So look out for those videos. It's the last of our turn up. And it's kind of bittersweet. It's like good memories to look back on, but
yeah.
sad it's over.
Wait, let's hit a few.
Oh,
left.
okay.
Drew, at what point does Disneyland start to let go of some of the nostalgia rides? Like,
Boom.
bro, why is Pinocchio... Sorry, if you're a Pinocchio stan in this chat, sorry, why? Get rid of Pinocchio. It's a creepy movie. It's weird. The ride is scary. Kids don't like it.
I think, yeah. I mean, those... I think, like, you look at those type of rides, like, if you were to try to put something new there, it would not... First, the coding and zoning of laws. Like, there's a difference when you get on Little Mermaid, which is a dark ride, and then you see those ones where there's carved out in these little spaces.
Yeah.
So, I think that's more of like a... They would gut and start over, but they're not going to do that in Fantasyland here. Like, the only way I could see them expanding it is like the Fantasyland theater type of vibe.
Yeah, I mean, I wish that they would like just gut all of Pinocchio and put a new type of like what's a movie that's not represented in Fantasyland that would fit there?
I don't know. It would have to be something old and nostalgic.
Or Beauty and the Beast ride, but that's too much space.
Could you imagine if Tokyo gets this huge Beauty and the Beast castle and we get this little shoebox Beauty and the Beast where you take corners like this? I would be so bummed. What is this?
But I agree, Drew. But it's like Disneyland. Like, for example, when they added updated dolls to It's a Small World, old school Disneyland fans were ready to burn down everything. Like
Kim Irvine was afraid for her life.
Yeah, Kim. You see Kim Irvine in the Imagineering store. She's like, God, everybody was mad. It's like people freak out about that, and I feel like Fantasyland is one of those things. Like people were pretty receptive to the enhancement of Snow White ride once they saw it, but leading up to it, the old school Disney people were like, no, why did you touch it? Da, 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 da. But it's like, I agree with you. It's like,
I think it's because you touch, the thing that's tough about that is you touch on people's like core memories.
Yeah.
So you're like changing up what they did, and it's, again, I get bummed on it. The new Ghostbusters come out, I'm like, what the heck is this? And I watch them like, it's actually pretty good. Like, I'm guilty of it as well.
They're so funny. We want to do Boysenberry Festival. We just haven't been able to go on down there. We just have a lot of stuff going on.
I want to go down.
Yeah.
And it was also like kind of off and on rain, so I didn't know what the thing was going to be like, and Knott's isn't great for rain. So yeah, we do want to get down there. We have like a couple more weeks, so I'll eat all the Boysenberry stuff.
I'm proud of you two. You can tell you're supporting each other through everything. It is going to keep making you stronger, and your tribe is here to support. Hugs to you too. Thank you.
Love you guys. Thank you. That means a lot.
No, we're glad we came on live. I think it's going to be like every other Monday. It's just easier to maintain that way with our schedule, but we love coming on here and talking with the Vibe Tribe. Like it's so fun.
We kind of got like upset. We like let it go towards the end of the year just because like life happens and it's really easy on a Monday night to be like, we're not going to do this.
And also we're battling football, and it's like, I know not everyone watches football, but going up against football on Mondays, we had like no one in the chat, and it was tough.
I like to think that our direct competitor with the NFL, Roger Goodell's like, these damn mouse fibers on Monday.
Like us in the NFL, like direct competition. Like, you know, if you're not watching mouse fibers, you're watching the NFL.
It couldn't be that everyone's just living their life on a Monday.
But if you haven't given this live a like yet, go ahead and do so. And if you like our channel, like tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell your mom to watch us. Like, we would really love for them to watch.
Thank you guys again for all the birthday love.
Yes!
It means a lot. Appreciate you all. And if you guys are bored, go check out our Universal video. And we'll be back next time.
Bye, guys.
Take care. Hold on, keep talking. I have to find the outro.
Oh, okay. Oh. Where's the okay.
No outro today.
Oh, no outro. Okay, bye, guys.